Hi everyone, Adam here, and this is a Tales from the Darkside series review, and today's episode is Ursa Minor. And this stars Marilyn Jones, Timothy Carhart, Jamie O'Hara, Mulcahy McCourt, and directed by Theodore Gernshani. And the original US air date was December 1st, 1985. And the plot focuses on married couple Joan, played by Marilyn Jones, and Richard, played by Timothy Carhart. And her young daughter is celebrating her birthday, where she receives a gift from them, a teddy bear named, appropriately enough, Teddy. Also, Richard is, well, pretty much a drunk and is constantly hungover. Who runs a second-hand store, and that's where he got Teddy. But he doesn't remember buying Teddy for his daughter because he was blackout drunk. Later on, their daughter Susie reads Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and she asks her parents if Goldilocks did get eaten by the bears, and her response was that bears are just silly little things. But after Susie asks her mother to kiss Teddy goodnight, she swears she hears Teddy growl. The next morning, they find small bear prints on the wall, and Susie, when confronted about it, says Teddy did it. And of course, the parents don't believe her because it's just a toy, even though Joan heard it growl before, or she thought she heard it growl. So they decide they have to find a way to prove to Susie how Teddy's not actually real. So they show her a bear rug they have, and they say to Susie, well, it can't hurt you because it's not real. But Susie points out to her that Teddy's more real than a rug. Of course, with her constantly saying Teddy's alive and more things happening, like Susie also gets up in the middle of the night and makes porridge for Teddy. And when she's asked, of course, and when she is asked why did she do this, her answer is Teddy. Teddy did it. Joan invites a man known as Professor Stillman to her home to study the bear. And he points out how, like, some cultures see bears like powerful, godlike beings, and he thinks maybe there's something like that in Teddy. Of course, Joan has a bit of an issue believing this, but she comes up with a plan to get rid of Teddy and replace it with a doll, and just tell Susie it's Goldilocks. And she throws Teddy in the garbage. But next day, Susie asks, what happened to Teddy? And she said he had to go away, but she said Goldilocks is here now. But the next night, we find that the doll has been mutilated, with its hair cut off and its face being cut like it was clawed. We also see that the bear has climbed out of the garbage can. But we soon find out that the bear is going after Susie, and Joan is able to catch it and stab it with some scissors. We soon find out in the bear is some hair of the doll. Although Joan might think this is over, we soon hear the growl of another bear, which seems to be going upstairs, heading for the bedroom. And not long, a giant bear claw rips through the door. And that's how it ends. Okay, so that's pretty much how the episode went. I will say it's probably the darkest ending in one of these Tales from the Darkside shows I've watched. I mean, we never know the plight of Joan and Susie. We know her husband was off because his leg got infected in that episode. But I will say, I did like this episode. I mean, a lot of movies and TV shows have done the cursed children's toy, but this does predate Child's Play. Yeah, but I thought this was a very good episode. I like the storytelling, and the acting was pretty good, especially from the young actress who played Susie. I thought she did a pretty good job. Of course, this being an early '80s TV show, the special effects of the bear when it goes to attack Susie looks like they just had someone holding it with their hand out of shot. I mean, yeah, I know this isn't a big budget series, but I think they do all right. And Timothy Carhart as Richard, he's in it for a little bit, but seems to disappear halfway through. Yeah, so I really did enjoy this episode. It did keep me invested, and an incredibly dark ending, especially considering it concerned a mother and a daughter, and we don't know what happened to them. Which is ironic for a show called Tales from the Darkside. They don't have that many dark endings from what I've seen so far. So overall, I'm going to give it a 7.5. A pretty good episode, actually. I did like this one. Have you seen Ursa Minor? Do you remember it? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, and I'll see you again soon.